Anybody that gets married from today into the future get a prenup no matter how much money you got. If you are flat broke living at your mama house, or you and your girl is living on your auntie's sofa and y'all saving up and all y'all got is $200 in the bank, get a prenup. A prenup, the lawyers have pre-written prenups for $250. It is not worth it.
I hear everybody's perspective, and I understand where everybody's coming from, and I think that it is a upbringing perspective that comes into play, and especially how you're cultured and how you're raised. I would say this: we do live in untraditional times, and I think we are very far from center. I look at prenups this way. I necessarily don't believe in them, but the reality is that I think everybody should have a prenup. From the standpoint of prenups hold people accountable to the things that they're supposed to do, right? Because unfortunately, this is the reality. People do whatever they want, whenever they feel like it, and whatever. When we set rules in place and we set certain things in our relationships, in our jobs, in our friendships, whatever boundaries, things go well because we understand where the line is at. We understand where the boundaries are at, and we understand the consequences if we color outside of them. When you lay things out very strategically, people understand the dynamic of the relationship. The reality is that a lot of people are kind of going with the flow and shooting from the hip, and they'll forgive me. Oh, it wasn't this and that, and it's like, okay, no, you have a prenup, not necessarily for for the financial aspect, although that does come into play. But let's be honest with you, a lot of people out here are not balling out of control. Like we're regular people who have good jobs, good credit. You know what I'm saying? A house, a car, etc. We're stable, right? Nobody's living under a bridge. However, we have vested in ourselves and in our future to ensure that we keep on investing on those things and that the people that we are investing in us, and they're not about to take the car and drive it off a cliff, right? It's about responsibility. We're in a time and point in our society where responsibility and duty, my God, that word has since left our lexicon. Duty is no longer dutiful. And so to ensure that people, do what they have to do and are accountable within their relationship and marriage, you have to lay certain things out. Because if not, you wouldn't have the 50% divorce rate that Clout just talked about. Not everybody is marrying under the same premise. Some are marrying under a religious covenant, and I understand that. I think that's beautiful. Others are not. Others are just saying YOLO. There you go.
All right, we're gonna go to Ari, Viz, and then Ashley. Go ahead, Ari.
Um, I think you all make good points. I think it depends on the couple. It depends on, whether there is a wealth gap,
We can't
whether
hear
there
you.
is. Oh,
We can hear.
I could hear her.
you can hear me?
You can hear.
Yeah,
Oh
Okay,
damn, no, I can't hear.
sorry.
it's all right. Do this.
No, I couldn't hear
But
it
no, I
either.
think
Sound like a Viz problem.
it's like
I guess
super.
it's me problem too. Then I couldn't hear it.
Shit,
Okay, can you guys hear her now? Go ahead, Ari.
Can
Just
you hear
do a
me?
test.
Testing.
No,
That's so weird.
no.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
can
hear
hear.
her. I can't hear her either.
It
Should I
don't
like?
it don't seem like a Viz problem.
Should I exit? Come back
I
in?
know that's
Someone
right,
else
big
could
dog.
go.
Uh,
I mean, I
yeah.
hear her.
That's so
odd.
I
weird.
hear
I
her
can hear
loud and clear.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, yeah, just go back out and come back in, Ari.
All right.
And that's just it. Just hit the refresh button. Everybody, the audience, can y'all hear? Okay,
God
everybody.
damn. Yeah, I don't
Yes,
know.
I can hear you, JR.
So it must be. You can't hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. It must be a StreamYard thing. Sometimes it tweaks, man. You can't expect everything to be perfect on here, man. As crazy as it is.
That's
Is
for
it
Right.
sure. That's for sure.
Yeah, there you go. I can hear you now.
me okay? Okay. Is it my turn? It's my turn.
Jump in.
No, I think it's dependent on the couple. It's dependent on like what the wealth gap is between the couple. It's dependent on, you know, does somebody own a company and somebody doesn't? Does somebody have a retirement or a savings account and somebody doesn't? Like, that matters. And I think that's a conversation to have between the two people. So I hear what everybody is saying, and I kind of understand it from both sides. I was married for 10 years and I did not have a prenup. And I was lucky enough that we agreed on everything at the end there. So we didn't even have to hire lawyers. We just filed the paperwork that we had. Which, like, we had it drawn up by a lawyer, but it was like $300 for the divorce, other than the court fees. But I think the reason that I would recommend doing it is because if you cannot agree, like, say, you know, your marriage does end, if you can't agree at the end there, the court decides. And I don't know about you, but I don't trust the court to decide what, you know what I mean? Like, who gets what and who does what. So to me, it is that insurance policy, but also you both are probably a little bit more clear-headed now than you would be if somebody cheated and you're getting a divorce. And so while you're clear-headed, you're making this plan and you're taking that power away from the court, and you're saying, no, if we get a divorce, this is exactly what's going to happen. And that's why I would say get it.
Okay. I like those perspectives. Go ahead, Viz, then we go to Ashley.
Yeah, so me and my fiance, we've talked about it. When I was younger, I was definitely against it. But after speaking, we're coming into it with a blended family. Like Aria pointed out, we both have our own businesses that was established before we met. So just to have everything clear, you know, and with us both understanding business, there's no fear of us walking into it as if we're going to divorce. But with me being exposed to working in the funeral industry as well, I've seen a lot of things just get sticky once death comes into place, you know, be it with family members and kids and all the other stuff. So just to have everything written out in black and white, everybody is covered, you know, and it's right there in the beginning. So I think that, like everyone pretty much said, it kind of depends on the couple and where they are and what works for them. So that's why I'll be doing it.
Viz, you know what's so interesting too? Everybody goes down, everybody lawyers up and is down there fighting tooth and nail for dollars, property, and stuff like that. But you know what they're not fighting for? They're not fighting for the 15 years of love that they gave. They're not fighting for 15 years of their love back. They're not fighting for that. Right? So that just disappears. That is like null and void. But
Yeah.
yeah.